Kerncast 23.
Well, good morning, everyone. If you have big Memorial Day plans to head out of town, we'll have your travel cast in about 10 minutes. And if you're staying here at home, don't worry, the cold weather we're experiencing is only for today. It'll be just perfect in time for your long weekend. So as we take a look outside, there's the cool down 9 degrees from where we were at this time yesterday. All of that very cold air coming in, but so far no clouds yet. Fantastic live picture from our Delano Chamber of Commerce camera. The sun is now up and we still have some beautiful colors out there. Right now the trees are calm, but later today we're going to see those winds picking up yet again. Not as bad as we saw on Wednesday, but still gusting pretty nasty up in the mountain locations. So if you're going to be traveling today heading south or east on the mountain passes, you're going to need to be very careful and go ahead and plan to slow down a little bit. Here's a live picture from our Breckenridge camera, again with the sun up and shining on our tree there. You'll remember 2 days ago it was dancing dramatically back and forth. A little still right now, but a little bit of a wiggle as that wind starts to pick up. Here in Bakersfield, 50 degrees right now. A north wind at 7 miles an hour here on the valley floor. It was a beautiful day yesterday, 82. Several of our locations were just a few degrees below that average. And it looks like today will be about 20 degrees below the average. From the 80s suddenly to the 60s. And here's why. See all this warm, dry air that's being pushed out of the way by this very cold, low pressure system that dropped in from Alaska. As we take a look at the rain, you can see that there's a little bit over Nevada, some in Oregon, and a lot out over the coast. That very cold, unsettled air wrapping around on the bottom side. As it gets a little closer, that's when we'll really see those winds kicking up. And it's not going to allow us to heat up. So even though the sun will be overhead and we'll just have some high clouds, we won't get any warming. We're expecting, again, highs only in the 60s. There's the winds already picking up in the deserts at 21 miles an hour from Mojave and Lancaster. On our map, this is a wind advisory for the mountain and desert locations until 4 a.m. But throughout the day today, from this morning until this evening, a high wind watch for the mountains and deserts. West-northwest winds at 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusts up to 75 miles an hour. Visibility could be affected due to blowing dust, again, just like we saw on Wednesday. There's your air quality, still in the moderate range, not too bad, it's 65. And your allergies, a little better, still in the medium range though, 5.7 out of 12. So looking around the valley, you're going to see those high clouds, those breezy conditions, and everyone only in the upper 60s. Again, about a 10 to 20 degree drop for everyone across the county. Very windy up in the mountains with all locations in the 50s, except for some of those down south, a high of just 49 today. This feels like winter when just a few weekends ago we were in those upper 90s and it felt like summer. Finally, out in the deserts, windy and a range of 60s for everyone out there. China Lake and Ridgecrest close to 70, but doesn't look like they'll hit it. So as we look ahead, I promised you today would be the only cold day. Tomorrow will be a cold morning, but we'll be in the 70s for the afternoon. By Monday, back on average at 86 with that sunshine, no more wind. The 90s return though by the middle of next week, so this looks like our last cool down as we head into summer. Into the Kern River Valley, much cooler, 59 today, 60s tomorrow, but 80s by Monday. And into the mountains, brr, only 50 your high today. Most of your day spent in the 40s, but by Monday for you as well, 72.
That's a scientific term, right? Burr?
Burr.
Burr.
Cold and windy. All right, thanks, Elena.
Thanks.